Cameras on, filters off. Let's get real. Welcome back to Riviera Unfiltered. Because in today's episode, we are going to be dealing with a voice that comes in before the music even starts. Because you see the show, but we see the grind. This is the official Riviera 2026 podcast. I am Mahith, and I'd like to welcome a person who's carried the energy of the Riviera Proshows on his shoulders last year. So please welcome Nirmit Jain. Nirmit, welcome to our podcast.
Thank you, Mahith. It's a great opportunity being here.
Well, great. I think we can start by taking you to the absolute beginning. So now tell me, how was it going on that pro show stage and experiencing the thrill of it for the first time?
I think telling it in words is a little difficult for me. But if I had to use a word, I'd say magnificent. I entered the stage, it was all dark. And we enter there's lighting on our face. Then the audience, I was not able to look at anyone from the crowd because the stage was at a quite height and we were also a little, away from the audience. And we started speaking, our voices were so loud on stage and it was amazing. I think magnificent, best, amazing, all those words if I had to use, I'd use it for this answer.
I think no amount of words will actually describe the fantastic experience you've had because it's a once in a lifetime opportunity actually.
Yeah, it is my core memory, honestly. I'll be very honest about it.
So let's move on to a more real question.
Okay.
I'm sure when you were doing such a big event, there would have been some nerves. So just tell us, how did you beat those nerves?
Okay, so when we had first started off, I was very scared about what am I going to do? What if I do not sound good on mic? What if I forget a line? All of those thoughts kept going here and there in my head. But I think once I went on the stage, slowly all of those thoughts started to fade away. I started enjoying what I was doing on stage. Nervousness was there when I had started, but I think by the time while I was in the middle of my performance, it had gone down a lot. And I think my mentor, Vrindha, she came up to me and she told me that you'll do a great job. And I think all those words and my co-anchor Amikha, the way she helped me out throughout, it all really helped me. And I think there was very less nervousness by the end of the performance.
So I think you do follow the anchoring motto of fake it till you make it.
Totally. We smiled throughout our performance, but I think after a point that smile was very natural. And that feeling of enjoying it also came from the inside rather than me having to, be like I have to put on a smile. It was there naturally after a point.
I think every performer out there would relate with what you just said because every performer, once they go inside, they do feel those same nerves, but they do have to find a way to get out of it. So this was great that you could give out some inspiration here. So let's move on from this serious section of Q&A and let's move on to having some fun. Okay. With a never have I ever section. Perfect. Where you'll have to reply with either I have or I have never.
Done.
Okay, let's go with the first one. Never have I ever gone blank mid-sentence on stage.
I have. So I did go blank when I had initially started because obviously it was very overwhelming. But then after a point, I was like, let's just smile it and we go through. I think it was a fraction of second for which I just forgot. But then I was like, I have to cover it up and I remembered my line instantaneously. And then it all went smoothly.
I think that's the only skill required to be an anchor. You have to know how to cover it up.
Cover it up, very true.
Okay, here comes the second one. Never have I ever smiled while panicking inside.
Always. I think that is my go-to motto. When I start, I am nervous. But then I always just start with a smile and I think after a point that smile overpowers my nervousness. So I'm no longer panicking, I'm rather just smiling, so I get through with that.
Okay, great. So here comes the third one. Never have I ever pretended to hear a cue which you actually missed.
I have done this, but I think we pretended it in a way that people did not understand that we had actually missed the cue. So while anchoring, because the stage is so vast, the sounds are so, loud that sometimes you're not able to remember or, look at your, co-anchor as well. But we have practiced things so many times that we are like, yeah, this is the place where we have to continue. And even if we miss a cue, we continue it together because it's more in our blood after that point, because we have practiced it so much. So we remember everything after a point. But yeah, we do pretend that we continue even though we have missed something.
I think you call that the anchoring club's muscle memory.
Yeah, muscle memory for sure.
Maybe. Okay, let's moving on. Never have I ever replayed your hosting in your head before sleeping?
I have. This is like a daily routine after a point. It was a ritual, to be honest. I come back from my night slips and practice, and then before sleeping, I'm like, I have to remember the lines 5 times because I cannot forget on stage. And I'm saying it again and again in my sleep, and yeah, it was a ritual till my performance happened.
Would you say that it's hard, or it's just something that you have to do?
I think it's not hard also, and it's not even something I have to do because I enjoy doing it. So it's
Correct.
more like coming from my insights rather than someone asking me to do it or I have to do it. So it's more like enjoying and playing with your passions.
This is a lesson to every anchor out there, I guess. So coming in with the last one, the 5th one. Never have I ever felt nervous seconds before walking out.
Walking out, yeah, I have. Because the thing is, as I said, I enjoyed my performance a lot and I was enjoying every minute while I was on the stage. So once I was done, I come back and I'm like, did I say everything right or not? Because that nervousness all of a sudden hit me because I was so in the moment on the stage that I forgot if I said the lines right or not. But then I think I covered it up very well and there was nothing to be worried about. That's what my senior told me.
My God, I guess nervousness exists everywhere at
It
every
does.
time.
It
But
does.
you just have to go with it.
Overcome, exactly. The thing is, nervousness is a very integral part of whatever you do. But what is important is how you come up with that, overcome that. Because you will get nervous in a lot of places. But what matters is facing that fear and that anxiety. Or else you'll not be able to do anything what you've planned to do if you're nervous. So,
Very
yeah.
well said. I guess now we can just move on from this serious, move into the serious Q&A session. Okay, so I have a great question for you here. How important do you think it is to assess the crowd that you're standing in front of? And what is the secret to your self-awareness?
I think it's very, very important assessing your crowd because I write a script that my audience does not enjoy. There's no point of me anchoring over there. So what as an anchor I do, I pick out references. I understand my audience. I also understand the celebrity I'm anchoring for. And I pick out the references, the movies, the dialogues, the music names. And I add it to my script and I phrase things in a way so that the audience also enjoys it and so does the person standing behind, the celebrity. And about the energy, I think stage presence is very important. There are times when I say one word and the audience is enjoying it a lot. And there are times when I have to put in energy from my end as well so that the audience enjoys it. So assessing in the moment is very important. And it's a very spontaneous thing to do. You have to be very present on the stage in the moment to be able to do all of that over there.
You know, it is very good that you said this because everyone out there thinks anchoring is just a spontaneous activity where you just come to the stage and just speak. But I actually personally know the amount of work that goes behind it, and I think you know it as well.
Totally. I think, see, the thing is, when you're anchoring, there are a lot of things that you have to keep in mind. It is about the way you're delivering, the way you're carrying yourself. You have to ensure that the audience enjoys it. You have to ensure that the celebrity enjoys it. You have to ensure that everyone is having a great time and everyone is engaged and hooked to what you're saying. One very important thing over here is to have a balance of your instinct and what you've prepared. So using your brains to do all of that is something I think is a very Herculean task, but it's also fun at the time because obviously you feel something that I don't think so you get to do that every day in general.
So now that you brought up balance in anchoring, let me just give you the kicker.
Okay.
In your entire anchoring journey, have there been moments when you've completely messed up, but the crowd has not come to know because you managed to cover it up?
I think in my total, I think in the whole of my anchoring journey, there have been places when I forget stuff, not completely or something, but then obviously because we practice a lot, our mentors, Mahith, Vrindha, Anmol Bhaiya, they trained us so well that even if we forget anything, we remember it and we come up with that. On the Riviera stage, however, there was this one instance wherein just before starting, we were told to make a little small change. And my co-anchor Amikha, she covered it up so effortlessly that the whole team who knew the script were also like, oh, did you make a change in the script? So I think what matters over there was how we practiced and how we covered up and how we were calm in that moment, because that is what matters a lot at the end of the day.
I think, like I already said, that is the foremost anchoring skill that you require to be an anchor.
Yeah, totally.
So, okay, moving on to the final question that I have. I want you to be completely honest out here.
Yeah.
Once the lights are done
Okay.
and the event is completely finished, what do you remember more? Is it the cheers or is it the mistakes?
Definitely the cheers. Because I think when you are on the stage and when the audience is cheering for you and enjoying the script that you've prepared for such a long time, you've practiced so much, and they're giving those cheers, you get goosebumps. I'm not even kidding. And what really matters is you had a great time. So the cheers overpower the mistakes also, even if you made any mistakes. I think what really matters is the cheers. I think what matters is to know that you had a great time. And it's fine you make mistakes, but then it's better to remember the good part instead of the bad one.
I think, Nirmit, what you just said should be heard by everyone around the world, because every time people go on stage and anchor or for any other performance, they're always worried about the mistakes that they do. And once the performance is done, they are always looking back at those mistakes. I think it's time we look back at the cheers that we have got, exactly, and look at the positive side of life.
Totally. That's very true.
Okay, when we say positive side of life, I think it's time we move on to the rapid fire section here.
Sounds interesting.
To increase the fire.
Sure.
So here comes the first one. What do you choose? Opening line versus closing line?
Okay, I love both, but if I had to choose, I think I'll go with the closing lines.
Damn, great. So here comes the second one. What would you choose? Script in mind or a blank mind?
Definitely script in mind, because I think I get nervous when I'm going blank-minded on the stage. But then if I have a script, I'm like, I know a structure to follow and places to go at. So I think a script in mind is what I choose.
This is a question that every anchor has in their mind, the script in mind versus a blank mind one. Good that you answered that. Let's move on to the third one. What would you choose? Crowd interaction versus monologue?
Crowd interaction for sure, because when the crowd gives you back with that energy, it's goosebumps giving. I cannot even express it over here. It feels so good. So crowd interactions for sure.
Great. Now coming to the fourth one, improvised joke versus a planned joke. I'm continuously giving you the rockets, I guess.
I think I'll take the improvised joke, because when you plan a joke, it is in your head ki it will go well, it might land, and there are a lot of things. But when you say a joke on spot and it lands, I think that's the best feeling, because you yourself are surprised with what you did. So I think that's why I choose the improvised joke.
Okay, here comes the final one. What would you choose as an anchor? Backstage silence versus stage noise? I think I know the answer already.
Okay, I think I might have made it very obvious by now, but definitely it has got to be stage noise, because as I said earlier, the whole point of anchoring is if your audience is enjoying it, if the celebrity is enjoying it, if everyone is having a good time, everyone is engaged. And I think a measurement of that engagement is the noise that they make, the cheers that they give. So I think, stage noise.
Great. I think that's a wrap on this wonderful session that we had with you. Thanks a lot, Nirmit, for joining us. I guess we will be seeing you in Riviera, where the festival come alive.
Thank you so much.
Stay tuned for the next segment of this podcast episode that we are having now, because we are having a very special guest on the other side. Stay tuned.
From the voices on stage to the masterminds behind it, let's switch frames. I'm your host Abhilasha, and today I'm joined by a person who's running the heartbeat of Riviera this time. Please welcome Vrindha Nair, the manager of Proshows Committee 2026. Hello Vrindha.
Hello.
How's the Proshow grind treating you?
All good. A lot of excitement, little bit nervousness, a lot of work. Apart from that, everything is fine.
Okay, so could you tell us a bit more about your role in the Proshows and how the fest days look like from your side?
So, role exactly again, as you said, I'm the manager of Proshows, one of the managers. There's organizers, managers, coordinators, volunteers. So, the entire team is going great. Our work is basically from the stage requirements to taking care of the requirements of the celebrities and their managers. And basically, during the 4 days of Proshows, whatever happens backstage and a little bit front stage, all of those is taken care by us. And our side of Proshows is almost like you guys are having a blast at the front. We'll have a blast at the back.
Right.
Grinding and taking care of everything so that it runs smoothly for you all.
Right. I've always wondered who the people are behind all the glamour of the stage. I guess it's you guys then.
Yeah, this time it's us.
Right. Okay. So now we know about your responsibilities in the Proshow. So now we shall get to know you even better by a round of rapid fire. Shall we?
Let's go. Yes.
Okay. So the first up, checklist person or improv person?
Improv person.
Risky, isn't it?
I want to be a checklist person, but I think I procrastinate and I tend to be an improv person.
Oh, so us moment. Leading the moment or supporting the moment?
I think if you have to lead the moment, you also have to support the moment. So it should go hand in hand.
Okay. Celebrate after fest or sleep after fest?
Celebrate after fest. I think everyone will agree to that.
Oh, aren't you tired after all that?
I think that is why we should sit and celebrate
Oh.
by the end of Proshows, just celebrating and having fun.
Right. Next up, talking it out or thinking it through?
Talking it out.
Right. We need to talk it out sometimes.
Yeah, I need to communicate with the team.
Last, watching the crowd or watching the stage?
I think I prefer watching the stage because watching the crowd is a little chaotic and it is better to coordinate with my team at Backstage.
Okay, so you absolutely nailed the rapid fire.
Thank
Kudos
you.
to you.
Thank you.
And so I've heard that you've been an anchor for the past pro shows. Is that true?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so how was the experience? All over
Oh,
there?
it was magical experience. I think I've anchored past 2 Riveras and it was great. I think going on that stage, the celebrity hearing your script, hearing the cheers, I think it's a magical moment.
I can only visualize what you're saying. It's so pure magic.
It's genuinely a lot of.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for those moments.
Right. So, according to you, which one do you think is harder, managing a celebrity or managing students' expectations?
I think managing students' expectation is a lot more hard because first of all, n number of students.
Right.
Then all of them will have diverse expectations. And I think as far as it's concerned for me, they are the ones who's carrying the memories forward for the next 3-4 years.
Right.
So it will be there in their mind. So matching their expectation matters a lot more than the celebrities.
And the students' expectations are like a spectrum. You can never know where it falls.
Exactly, yeah. It's very hard.
Yeah, right. So when you first stepped into this role, did the reality match your expectations, imaginations, or was it like, okay, this is kind of different than what I thought?
So when I was part of Riviera before, I saw it from far end and it looked pretty easy. But I think when you get the position and it's a lot more responsibilities, a lot more back end work than what we actually see. So it did hit me a little hard, but I think it's going fine.
So like a supportive team is very necessary.
Very
isn't it?
important. I think the team is what takes you through the entire journey.
Right.
And I think having a supportive team just boosts your confidence.
Absolutely. So now we know everything is, and now we can spice things up with a round of Never Have I Ever. Shall we start?
Oh, let's go.
Okay. Never have I ever felt like crying backstage due to the stress of the event.
Has happened every Riviera and we'll stick to that.
Right.
Those who know.
Okay. I'll leave it at that then.
Yes.
Second, never have I ever handled multiple people asking me things all at once.
I think every organizer, manager, coordinators can agree to this. It's always been happening. 10 things, 100 things at a time.
I can only imagine as a manager
it's a lot
for you.
of pressure.
Yeah. Next up, never have I ever been starstruck by a celebrity on Pro Show.
Shreya Ghoshal. That is
Same.
my flex in my
Same.
life, that I was in the same vicinity as her. So it's
Like
definitely
seeing your idol right in front of your
right
eyes.
in front.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
She smiled and I was just starstruck over there.
Next up, never have I ever missed a DA or quiz due to Pro Show duties.
No, I haven't.
Dedicated person.
No, because it's just one subject. So
Oh, okay.
that's it.
Last, never have I ever dealt with a technical glitch while an artist was performing on stage.
We have dealt with glitches, but not in a way that the celebrity or the crowd will figure out. So I'm not letting our secrets out. So
Okay.
let it just be in the hidden side.
Okay, so that was Never Have I Ever. The segment is over, and you absolutely nailed this one too.
Thank you. Your questions were great.
Oh, I can tell you were an anchor by the way you answered the questions.
Thank you.
So, for the last question of the segment, if you had to pick one core memory from your time here at Pro Shows and Riviera, which one would it be?
I think the first memory that's coming in my head, and I think the most core memory, is when I entered that stage for the first time.
Oh.
Holding the mic, seeing the audience, and I know that my celebrity is there backstage hearing my script and the compliments that I got from him. I think that was just a very crazy and a magical moment.
Right.
And I think second is when I got the manager position for Proshows, because I thought it was a very difficult task. And when I got it, I think I was more than grateful for having it.
That's like a dream come true for people here.
It really was. I think I will never be able to forget that in my life, and one of the most core memory in college.
Right. Okay, so it was great talking to you, Vrindha. And that brings us to a wrap on this episode of Riviera Unfiltered. More stories, more energy, one fest. But wait, there's one more episode lined up on the IKEA parade. One stage, one culture, pure dance and music. Don't miss out.